Привет, друзья! Как дела? My name is Fedor. Today, let's learn more slang, but this time we'll learn actions, verbs, doing things. Most of these words will come from English, but they're not gonna take the same exact meaning as the English words, or we have a sliver of a different idea, but at the very least, all of them will be verbs in Russian. So they'll have their own endings, their own conjugation, so the grammatical terms will be different for them. So you have to know what they're spelled like, what they sound like, and especially what they mean. First is agritsa. Agritsa means to be angry, to get upset, to yell at someone, to get angry, because agr comes from angry. Okay, from aggro in English. So agritsa is when a person becomes aggressive towards somebody else because of whatever reasons, right? You can say, почему ты на меня агришься? Why you aggroing on me? Why you being upset with me? Why you going angry at me? Why did you feel like you need to let this emotion out at me? That's what agritsa means, slang expression. Next we have бомбить. Now, bombit doesn't come from English, it comes from Russian. And bombit means when you're so angry that you start to explode from the inside. You're just exploding with rage. Bombit is when you're upset, mad, really when you're mad. But think of yourself as a bomb that just is going off. That's the level of being upset. Bombit. And it's a very important one. We use it a whole lot. Make sure to retain that and use it in your own Russian too. And also for your Russian, you gotta use be fluent to learn Russian in a fun way, an exciting way, to speak to your family and friends, loved ones, just acquaintances, travel to Russia, and the whole time that you experience the Russian language, you can experience it with fun, less anxiety, more real conversations, less worrying, more real language that you can use on the streets of Russia, because we teach, just like the slang video, we teach the real Russian that's spoken on the streets of Russia. Not this book Russian that you can learn different terms and sound very robotic and very like you're from 1970s or something. The real Russian that is spoken on the streets. Check out our app on your iPhones, on your iOS devices, and Android devices too. All the links are going to be in the description to this video. Next, we have two verbs, стебать and угорать. Both of these would be to have fun, to joke around, to just simply, joke around, to have fun, to laugh. Стебать and угорать mostly are used for just you and your friends chit-chatting, laughing, joking about something, and just having fun without the serious talks, but more so just for fun, just to entertain each other. If we simply add над after, стебать над, угорать над, this will now mean that you are laughing at someone, that you're making fun of someone else or something else. Doesn't have to be a person, it can be an object. So стебать and угорать над would be to laugh at them. Is there any difference between стебать and угорать? I don't think so. Maybe стебать is more hardcore laughing and more like hardcore jokes. Not the difference is very detailed, and I don't think that you need to know about the difference between the two. You can use them interchangeably. Next, we have ботать. Ботать is a term that I have not heard during my school years because I traveled to the US to study in the university, but ботать means to study hard. Before an exam, when you prepare for a certain lecture, it doesn't matter when you are studying for the educational things. When you go to university or school, before you take an exam, ботать. Next we have кикнуть and ливнуть. Кикнуть means to kick someone out of a group, a chat, and ливнуть is the opposite. You leave that chat. Nobody kicked you out, but you left the chat. Кикнуть and ливнуть, sometimes ливнуть on the U, but I say ливнуть. Both are mostly used in the digital world. When you've been kicked from a company, when you leave the company, these can be used because these days a lot of the company interaction is going to be online or is going to be a distant work. So Both of these are typically used with the online stuff, but you can also kicknуть somebody from a friend group or leavnуть from a friend group too. But if you're leaving a party, if you're getting kicked out of the party, these are typically not used as much. Those are just simply not the natural terms. Mostly these will be used for online stuff. Kicknуть, leavnуть. Next we have forcit. Forcit means to force. But forcit, when I say in English to force, that means that it's not happening naturally, and I'm forcing it to happen. Like it's a negative thing. That I shouldn't be doing this. It's not a good thing to do. But forcit is not bad. Forcit simply means you're introducing something, you're pushing something, more like actually to push something, to push an idea, to push a place to go, to push an activity. You are doing something that's not a negative thing, but you simply just telling people what to do, more like an invitation to go somewhere. Forcit. Doesn't have to be a bad idea. Я хочу их зафорсить пойти в ресторан. I want to force them to go to the restaurant. Again, I want to push them to go to the restaurant. Not to force them outside of their own kind of, what is it called? Their own desire. No, they will want to go. So forcit is going to be a great verb for you to use as well. Next, we have chillit. Chillit, as you can tell, is to chill. Chillit can also be, on top of to chill, to just get together and relax and just not do anything specific. Chillit can be you go to your friend's place, you just simply sit at the table, eat something, maybe get a glass of something, and just chill. You want to do something? No, let's just chill. Давай просто почилим. Let's just chill. Sit somewhere, not do any activity like movies, shooting range, I don't know, whatever. You just are sitting there talking. That's chillit, okay? Давай почилим is a great phrase to say. Next and last is hate it. Hate it means to hate. Again, hate in English is a general term, opposite of love. But hate it is something specific to the online hate. Like, I have a lot of haters. Those haters don't actually hate you. They hate what you do. So hate it in Russian is mostly that. It's when you don't like something like an activity or a thing that somebody else does. So hate it doesn't mean to hate a person. It's mostly just that I don't approve of it, I don't like it, and I don't think that it's a good thing. It can be a more critical approach to not liking something because you want a better outcome. So hate it is that. Ты хейтишь этот ресторан, а он мне нравится. You are hating on this restaurant, but I like it. I guess, yeah, I just translated pretty well. You hate on something. You don't really hate the restaurant, right? You don't really have this desire to maybe demolish the restaurant. You don't have that, but you're hating on it. Meaning that you simply are so strong in your opinion that you don't like it strongly. So that's more of hate it in Russian, to hate on something. That is all. 10 verbs that we have learned in this video. I hope that you add them to your own vernacular, to your own lexicon, to your own usage, in other words, in the Russian language, because you need to enrich, even though it kind of sounds odd, to enrich with slang. Mostly people think that slang is tearing the language apart, but I don't think so. It's the way the languages evolve. Join us with Be Fluent right here with this button. Learn with our Be Fluent app. You will love it. You will learn a whole lot. Or keep on watching our YouTube videos with this next one. It's up to you.